conflict dates back 13 years when opposition protests to President Assad's rule began. The regime's brutal response spilled into years of civil war. Rebels, including Islamist factions, first took over eastern Aleppo in 2012. But in 2016, backed by Russian airstrikes, government forces pushed them out of Aleppo. Now they're back, led by a Sunni Islamist group called Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, based in Idlib province, which they claim to have completely overrun. From there, they moved in on Aleppo, taking the city in just 3 days and seizing Aleppo International Airport. They're pictured here posing in front of a citadel in the centre of the city. The government retaliated with airstrikes, including on Aleppo University Hospital. The insurgents have now entered Hama province, taking towns on the way to Hama city. Sky's international correspondent Alex Rossi reports.
The regime of President Assad vowed to respond to the rebel attack, and this is what's now happening in the opposition-held areas of Idlib. Russia, a key ally, is bombing rebel strongholds along with the Syrian Air Force to try and end the insurgency. On the ground, rescue workers from the White Helmets are responding to another airstrike. It's in a residential area. They're looking for survivors. There are many casualties here. Amongst the injured, young children who are carried to safety. The Syrian conflict has reignited with a vengeance, and it is civilians who are once again in the firing line.
The situation is complex, but the only thing that is stand and the only thing which is true that the civilians are paying the price every second, every minute since 2011 up till now.
But after the fall of Aleppo, President Assad's position in Syria looks precarious. The rebels have detained many government soldiers. They look frightened, their fate unknown. The city is a massive prize for the opposition and was taken without much resistance. The militants claim these are the bodies of Syrian troops killed as they moved forward and took control. And this rapid assault is now gathering momentum. These pictures show opposition fighters at a government airbase in Aleppo province. They're completely unopposed and look relaxed. They've also captured large amounts of ammunition, another sign of how bad things are looking for the Assad regime.
Civilians who are calling for freedom since 13 years, they hope that this is the end of the Assad regime, because they've been suffering for years.
The assault was launched a few days ago and is led by the Islamist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. It was originally linked to the terror network Al-Qaeda until it renounced ties. The collapse of Assad's military in Aleppo shows how weak his dictatorship has become. With his allies, Russia and Iran, caught up in other conflicts, he's been left isolated. President Assad's allies in Tehran and Moscow are now rallying around him. He says a major counterattack will soon be launched. But severely weakened, it's far from certain whether he'll be able to push the rebels back.